Hello YouTube, it has been a while. This is Monday morning. I'm out here getting some steps in, listening to the beautiful birds singing. It's about 6:30 in the morning, getting brighter these days, which is nice, but still fucking cold in it. Already swore straight away. Anyway, thought I'd get back onto this. Something I enjoy doing, but it's been a tricky time of late to get into the whole filming stuff. There's been a lot going on. I'm not going to go into too much detail, but it just feels nice to be back doing the things I love. So, what is new? Well, for the past 3 weeks now, I have been dieting. The reason I'm dieting is because I'm doing a photo shoot, which is going to take place on the 31st of May, so the end of May. Today is, what date are we on today? Today is the 17th of March. So, got about, what we got, 10 weeks or so left. It was 13 weeks of dieting. I think we've got 11 weeks left then. 13 weeks of dieting. I started a week before the actual prep started, just so I could dial things in a little bit. I am down about close to 4 kilos. From when that's within the last 2 weeks, from when it's actually properly started with coaches and stuff. Down about 6 centimeters around my waist and hips, which is crazy. Pants are falling down. But no, enjoying dialing into something, enjoying the process, getting steps in. One thing I've struggled a little bit with is not getting out and doing usual sort of, whether it's running, cardio, or joining in with classes or high rock sessions. So that's something I'm going to strip back. Over the past week, on Saturday, I joined in with the classes I run, and it definitely impacted my hunger levels. So it's something that I'm learning to do. But today I'm going to take you for a day in the life, see what I've been up to. Just got my check-in feedback from a coach, which is all positive. However, one thing that I'm a little harsh on myself for, but I definitely didn't adhere to the calories that I should have been hitting. So I was over probably by like 100 or so per day. However, things were tracking in the right way, but it's something that I'm going to dial in a little bit more. So we're going to do meal prepping, which I've been doing weekly anyway. Tend to do them on a Monday because Sunday is my day off. I want to recover, do life admin stuff. So Monday afternoon I tend to have a bit more free, and that's when I'll do those kind of things. So I'm going to take you for that. I'm just getting a walk in now, get my steps in early before I sit down and do client check-ins. One thing I found that works useful on this dieting phase is obviously prepping meals ahead and that kind of thing, but also holding back my breakfast. So even though I tend to get up quite early, get up about 5, usually have clients in the gym a Tuesday onwards from 6 a.m. So I tend to not really have anything other than a bit of a drink and coffee, and get in the gym, 2-3 hours of PT, and then have my actual breakfast, which is the thing I look forward to the most. Overnight protein oats. So they're the staple of meal. I found a lunch meal that I like so far. Struggling to hold that because I'm freezing. Which is chicken breasts, basically, rice and or quinoa and a bit of veg, which seems to work quite well. So I'm going to be prepping those today. But yeah, that's good. Take you for a journey of the day. So we're just getting through check-ins now, checking with the team. So 1 more to go, and then I'm going to hit the gym and get my workout in. Now, we've had a couple of PBs this week, which is great to see. One lad who is absolutely smashing things, just goes out for a 12k stroll, part of his long run at the weekend, and goes and hits a 10k PB whilst doing it. Just shows proof is in the pudding when we put a plan of action together and we've got different things that we're working towards. we can just go and achieve them just like that because of the effort that we put into it. So really happy, really pleased with that. Literally got my last one to do. So this is a client who I facilitated a Hyrox sim for her. She's got Hyrox in London in I think about approximately 7 weeks time. So we've done 4 weeks of prep and training so far, just pre-prep. We did an 80% sim, so super proud of her. She didn't want to go and book it at any other gym or anything like that. So was really grateful for me after my working day to set that up for her, so it's just easy for her to sort of transition from a run into the station. It's everything's loaded, everything's ready for her to go, and we've got some great data from that. And then we're going to put a plan of action going forward. Now we've got areas that we are weaker on, that we definitely need to spend a bit more time working on. We've got areas that we're stronger on, which we can maintain and hopefully keep going. But we're all good, really good positive check-ins with the team. Really enjoy doing this as a job. Amazing to see sort of feedback and stuff like that, so really happy. I'm literally, what are we on? Yeah, that's me downed. That's all I've had so far this morning. I was gonna just have a little bit, but decided to have a bit more. Needed. I think it's my brain working. And then I'll eat my breakfast before I train. I like to train with food in me. So it is a bit later than I planned, 9 o'clock. So I don't think I'll get to the gym about 9:30 maybe, something like that. But yeah, it's all good, Catch you soon. I'll take you through what I go through in check-ins. So my clients always send me a video. It gives me a real good update of kind of how the week's been, rather than just filling out a form and just being very generic. I get so much more from these videos. Some prefer to send voice notes now and again, but mainly get videos from them. So I have a good listen to that. And on this screen, I try to make as many notes as I can so I can digest as much information before I can give my feedback. I'll also look over, so I have a roadmap sheet, which I don't always show my clients. It gives me an idea of kind of what phase we're in. So we've gone from maintenance, fat loss, and then into now competition prep with this one for the Hyrox. And then I mainly track sort of looking at weight at the moment, average sort of calories they're intaking, steps, training that they're doing, and then what dates we've got coming up, so what we're working towards for them. They don't always see this. I just keep it as a good log, an idea of kind of understanding things coming up, any dates that they've got, particularly meals out or occasions or work occasions or anything like that, we can keep an eye on and make sure we're tracking there going forward. They have a coaching log. So in their coaching log, they'll input like their calories that they've done, their sort of steps, their weight over the days. They've got the strength scores, so a bit of like biofeedback, and then we kind of score around like maybe sleep. We might score around cardio. We might score around all different things depending on the client. They do answer a few questions for a bit of a check-in, just give me an idea of kind of what's going on. Plenty of options for them to make some notes about the week and stuff like that, and I give them the main focuses per week that as a reminder for what they can focus on. We also have like their training program that they'll be following, so they follow it there. So I'll have a look through the logbook, kind of what have we done, what adaptations we need to make. So with this client at the moment, we are working on the Hyrox, so I'm adapting this plan going forward. It gets a set of initial 4 weeks, and then we're going to go from there. And she's also got some running intervals for her Hyrox programming going forward at the moment as well. So I'll look through all this, I'll listen to all the feedback, and then go from there. And then I'll record a Loom video and I'll send it back to them so they can have full feedback, understanding what's going on. I'll also break down everything within the sort of text that I send them back to them. Tend to use WhatsApp for that or email. So they've got everything that they need, and then we can just communicate across the week through WhatsApp, making sure they hit everything they need. I mean, check-in's all done, much longer than usual, but I really just love spending time and making the time for my clients and making sure that they get the thorough feedback that they need. There's a lot of coaches out there that will just send very much quick one-line word check-ins, click, check, done, you know. And I just, you know, it's what I want from a coach and what I expect. So it's what I prefer, especially if online you're not necessarily being able to catch up with these people, whereas with my in-person clients, you know, we see them at least once a week, maybe even twice, where we can talk about things, you know, just generally, and you get a real good gist and sense of how they're feeling and whatever's going on. So you know, today was, sometimes it could be a case of me just needing to tick a few boxes for them, make sure we're all good, and then I'm sending like a 5 to 10 minute video back. Today, all of them were receiving like 15-minute to 20-minute videos back from me. And it wasn't because I'm just waffling, it's because we really need to go into detail. We'll focus on a couple of things, a couple of issues, a couple of questions that we just want to delve into. For example, one of them is going away on holiday. It's the first time he's going away on holiday whilst being online coaching with myself. So we're putting a real good plan of action in place. Had a little bit of lip on sort of Friday night, was going to somebody's house for some food, and was expecting them to make a home cooked meal, because that was what was pitched and said, and they ended up having a takeaway, and it really, can throw you off plan, especially when you've been on plan all week, and then next minute it's kind of like, shit, I need to just eat this because it's the sake of that. And so we're putting things in place of action for people. And, being human behavior, it's always going to have a factor. We can always set calories, macros, step targets, water goals. But at the end of the day, it's about having that connection and rapport with your clients and your coach to make the progress you need. This little guy down here, where are you, Bim? Hello. There he is. He has been snoring away. Are you saying hello to the camera? Hello. Oh yeah, does it smell good? Oh, oh God, he's been snoring away whilst I've been doing all those check-ins, which is fun. Now he's well awake, ready to go for a little walkies, aren't you? Yeah, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to get some breakfast in, and then I'll be heading to the gym much later than planned. But it's okay. It's not a problem. Not a problem at all. Just actually marinated that chicken at the back there, my chicken breast that I've just marinated. Ready for my meal prep later. But for now, we've got our overnight oats. I'm reading this book at the moment, when I get a chance to. So check-in's done. I'm going to spend a bit of time just reading and eating those. And then it'll be gym time. Oh, just got to the gym, parked miles away because I'm well down on steps. So that's a way to get steps in, guys. Park further away. That's the obsession with parking so close to places. Walk a bit more. Not hard, is it? Yeah, gonna get this session in, see what I can film. Didn't film last time, did I? So let's film a little bit if we can. And then hopefully, if we've got time, I'm gonna try and get a haircut. First time ever in about maybe 4 months that I will go to a barbershop and get a haircut. I do like doing it, don't get me wrong, but I usually just do it myself. But yeah, why not treat myself and all that good stuff, bit of self-care and everything. Right, let's get the session done. Not gonna lie, slightly regretting the shorts choice. It's a bit cold. But yeah. Answer me this, are you a two-strap person with your bag, or are you a one-strap person? You need to be balanced, don't you? Two-strap always. I just come in, picked up my pay slip. I always think, why the hell am I employed? Graft like crazy. End up with shit. Maybe it's a sign. First 2 sets smell like shit, but I'm gonna keep that weight. See what we get out of this last one. done. Good session that. Didn't feel as strong as usual, but managed to get most lifts in and felt all right. And then decided to do a little bit of an AMRAP of 200-meter runs and wall balls, just because I felt inspired from the client and watching Hyrex over the weekend and last week and stuff, and I thought, why not do that? I hate not doing cardio, and yeah, I just felt like I was missing it, so I thought, why not? Let's get that bit in. Hope it's not going to make me too hungry now. I'm just walking down to the barber's because rather than drive there, it's literally down the road. It's about 5-10 minutes to get there. Get some more steps in and go and get my hair cut, hopefully. Hopefully I don't have to wait too long. Looks like I am the new man. Finally had my hair cut by an actual barber instead of me doing it for a change. Which feels nice, but won't last very long, will it? It'll last for about maybe 5 days max, looking like this anyway. It feels good. Nice to treat yourself every now and again. Yeah, it's funny actually, because he was like, young lad, 23 years old, he said, do you play FIFA already? Like, no, I've not done that in years, mate, years. But he's like, oh, I thought you were my age, which is nice to know. Still got my young looks about me. I got back, I've made some lunch. This is lunch, and it's basically 3 eggs. It's meant to be an omelette with lots of veggies in it. Bacon medallions and a piece of toast with not much ketchup. It looks like loads, but it's about a tablespoon, literally. And that's it. That is lunch. I'm hungry. It is about 2 o'clock almost, and then I'm going to get into meal prep. Just had a nice catch up with my sister. She just dropped in for a little chat. We've not seen each other for weeks now. We've had a lot going on, so it's nice to just catch up and chew the fat, as you say. This is prep 1 done for the week. So this is really my lunches. Probably better off just turning the camera around, aren't I? So what we've got here is basically boiled eggs, blanched stew, broccoli and carrot, and then this is chicken breasts, but actually I've cut them up just because they were quicker to cook that way. But I've got an idea of the portion sizes per chicken breast that I will make sure I put into my bowl. And what I'll have with these is either a little bit of rice or some quinoa. Jingle over here is hungry, so he's making a lot of noise, aren't you, Simba? In your bowl. Very hungry. You're going to have to wait for another half an hour before he gets fed, though. So prep number 2 going down is one of the evening meals, aka dinner, guys. Evening meals are dinner. Turkey lean mince. Bit of that. Basically, gonna make some sort of a bloody bolognese in there that I can utilise. Into rice, into whether it's kind of like made it with like small thin wraps before, whether it's with pasta, which I've got to be careful of a little bit, but something I can use multiple times across the week. It's not only me eating this either, that we can utilise multiple times across the week, and it just keeps things a little different. So the only things that I keep the same with my diet at the moment are essentially my breakfast and my lunch. My breakfast is, I've just prepped that actually, I've just not filmed it. Overnight oats, protein oats. I put in there like a bit of chia seeds, a little bit of honey, tiny bit of honey. I used to put in some almond butter or peanut butter. Don't put that in anymore because it adds too much calories. I put in some nuts, either mixed or cashew nuts, and then I put in basically frozen berries, blueberries, raspberries, that kind of thing. Also used to put in banana, again, adds a bit more calories, so don't do that. And depending on the day, I've got a busy in-person PT day, I will probably have a banana as a snack and then prolong that breakfast a little bit later. So that's it, just keep it dead simple. And that sort of prep for the chicken and stuff was literally in the air fryer. Didn't take that long, like 15-20 minutes. The rest of it was like boiled, really, or steamed, and then just letting it cool and put it all down, and peel some eggs, done. That's it. Really not that difficult, really not that hard. And then literally I just put that together daily within a little Tupperware, or even if I don't do that, if I'm coming back from my lunch, I just grab it, put it together. I know exactly what portion size I want. You know, it just makes that decision fatigue so much easier. When you're hungry, especially when you're dieting, The last thing you want is to be like, what shall I have my dinner today? What shall I have my lunch today? Oh, I wonder what's in the cupboards. What's in the cupboards is going to be shit. And especially if you're hungry, you're thinking, well, I'll just grab that thing whilst I make that. And I'm terrible for that. And part of the reason, one of the biggest reasons why I want to do a photo shoot prep is because of the fact that I know that my diet cannot continue the way it was continuing. Had a lot of stress on, was reaching for sweet stuff. I had a very sweet tooth, would eat a chocolate, would eat another chocolate. And although I get away with it because I'm very active, very fit, you know, main bulk of my meals are consumed, you know, with great protein and great mix of carbohydrates and fats and whatever. I knew there was some really poor habits in there, and I found myself, you know, oh, I'm hungry, what shall I eat? And I knew it was kind of like I knew what I was going to make, but just to fill that void and that gap for literally 5-10 minutes while I was prepping something, I was grabbing something that I really didn't need and then made me overeat. So yeah, just being aware of it a little bit more, but making sure you plan ahead is always going to put you in good stead going forward. Anyway, I better get this on. I'll show you kind of the finished product. It won't be anything amazing. And then yeah, probably go feed Simba, go take him for a walk, probably call the day there. That is the finished product. Absolutely not very appetizing looking. Doesn't look very appetizing is what I meant to say, but it does the job, does the job. So as you can see, we're off on our evening plod. He likes going for his evening plods, basically just do his busies, should we say. So he's sniffing around, he's going to do that very soon. And then we can get going back. He'll probably literally do it and want to turn around and go back, which is funny. The big coats on, very big coat. Some Arsene Wenger in those long coats that I look like, I feel like. Yeah, good. All steps are pretty much done. This walk should take me to a step goal of 13,000, which is not too difficult to hit. Pretty achievable, but not the easiest either. If I didn't make a bit of a conscious effort, I wouldn't get there either. So all good. Food is prepped, food is all done. So can have a nice chilled evening now. Ahead of early start back in the gym tomorrow. 4 hours of PT from 5 AM. So that'll hold my breakfast off. But we're going to end the vlog here. So thank you for joining me for a day in the life of me, Photoshoot Prep. Come back, check back next week, subscribe, like, comment, all that shit. Share it. See you soon.